Hello and welcome back to Common Sense Global with me, Dr. Vivian Atud, where we discuss everything from a common sense perspective. In today's video, we are looking at common sense unlimited success. Common sense unlimited success, and the focus for today's video is the power of value. The power of value. My background is in economics, and you in economics, one that we always say at first year university, they will tell you it is not about how much time you spend at the workplace that really counts. It's about what value you add to the organization. And it's true for economics, it's true for business, it's true for your personal life, it's true for all areas of your life. It's all about value. It's all about how you touch people's lives. It's all about how you reach out to people. Success is all about value. So in today's video, stay tuned, and I am going to be giving you some nuggets. I am going to be sharing with you some key things that you must be mindful of when you want to add value in the marketplace. Because the only way you get unlimited success in the marketplace is by adding value to people's lives. Not value according to how you perceive it to be. I mean, you might like chocolate, and you go to a community and you want to make money, and these guys, they don't eat chocolate, and you are busy trying to sell chocolates to them. That is adding no value to their lives. So value can only be identified by the user. So today I'm going to be giving you four things, that nuggets that you must be mindful of when you want to add value in the marketplace. This is if you're just joining us, this is Common Sense Global, and now I am focusing on common sense success. If you are still new to our community, follow us, like us if we're adding value to you, share the videos if this is making sense to you, and continue to be part of our community. And when we make new videos that add value to your life, you would be number one to know. So let's get into it. Before I get into the nugget, I want to take you back to the good book. Let's go back to the Bible, and today I want to take you to the book of Mark. I love Dr. Mark. This guy comes from a background of medicine to now writing as being part of the authors of the good book. And I mean, what a mix of careers. So in Mark chapter 4, and I'll start from verse number 3. And in Mark chapter 4, from verse number 3, and Jesus was teaching them, and he said, listen, consider the sower who went out to sow. As he sowed seed, some of the seed fell along the path, and the birds came and devoured them. Other seeds fell on rocky ground where it didn't have much soil, and it grew up quickly since the soil wasn't deep enough. When the sun came, it was scorched, and because it had no root, it withered away. Category number 2. It withered away. Other seeds fell amongst thorny bushes. And what happened to these ones? The thorns choked them up, and they never produced fruits. Still, other seeds fell on good ground, and it grew up, producing fruit that increased 30-fold, like 30%, 60%, and 100%. I'll pause there. So always say to everyone in my community, I have been a student of the Bible all my life. And one thing I have come to conclude is that as it works for the Bible, it works in all areas of life. The Bible is a practical book. I mean, it's not how much of the Bible you know that makes a difference in your life, it's how much of it you practice. Okay, let's take this verses that we've just read from verse 3 to verse 8 of the book of Mark chapter 4, and let's apply it to the space of value and unlimited success. You know, the author says, number one, the sower sows seed. So, rule number one to succeed in the marketplace is that you must be a sower. You must have value. You must, if you make up your mind, I want to succeed in life, question number one, you have to ask yourself, like, what value, what do I bring? It's not always what do I get. You know, people go to the marketplace, whether you're a writer, you are a singer, you are you sell products, you do research, you go with that narrow mind that you want to go and grab, you want to get as much money or as much followers. The question is, why should people give you that money? Why should people follow you on social media? If you are not adding value to anyone, they should not follow you. It's as simple as that. I mean, someone says, I want to get so and so followers on social media. I mean, that's your goal. I mean, you are already set up for failure. Good and fine. If I add so value, this is my intention. So your first fundamental intention in business, in the marketplace, in any area of your life is to add value. Wake up every morning saying, I want to add value. Principle number one, be ready to sow seed. Because guess what? If you go back to the book of Genesis, it says, when we were created, we all have value. We all have value. So don't say, I have nothing to offer, because we all have something to offer. There is a skill, there is a talent. I mean, I'll make other videos looking at different areas of this. But for the purpose of today's today's video, let's settle on this point. If you want to succeed unlimited in the marketplace, be willing, number one, to sow seed. You have value, you have seed, you have something to offer. Be willing to sow seed. That is number one. That sounds quite, yeah. I want to share with people. I want to solve people's problems. If I'm a writer, I want to write books that influence people, books that reach out to people. If I'm selling a product, I mean, I want to make life easy. Just think about the phones. I mean, I'm doing this video on my iPhone, and one of the things, I think that Steve Jobs, when he started doing this in 2007, coming up with the first iPhone, I mean, his idea was, I mean, if you watch videos of the launch, you would see and hear him say, he is producing something that is going to change your life. He's bringing together, I mean, he explained, imagine the internet, imagine this, imagine that, all, I mean, in typical Steve Jobs way, he was telling the market at the launch that I have put together everything in this small device, instead of you going to the internet on your phone, on your this. I mean, that was the first time the world saw smartphones, and he was like, I'm putting all this together, and you can have all of that in your pocket. And he sent his hand to the back pocket of his jeans and pulled out that first iPhone, and the markets were like, wow, we didn't even know we had a problem like this, and now you've just solved it. And guess what? We today on iPhone 16. from that very beginning. So, one of the things I want to say is you must sow seeds. You must be intentional. What is my seed? What is my value? What can I add? Or what problem is there in the marketplace? The sower went out to sow seed. Point number one, you want to succeed unlimited in the market, you must be a seed sower. So let's take it to the next point. And the author continues to write, and it says the first thing is some of the seeds they fell on the path. And guess what happened to those seeds? The birds just came and ate them. I mean, think about if you are a farmer by any measure. I mean, I grow lots of vegetables, and if you want to plant maize, any kind of seed, and you just throw it on the path instead of putting it in soil and covering it and letting it to grow, the birds will just come and pick it. And think about it. If you go out there to sell a product, I mean, you have great seed, a great service, and this is marketing. So let me tell you, the point number two to succeed in business is to succeed in marketing. And to succeed in marketing, you're going to get mass media, like we say, there are various ways of marketing. But for the purpose of this video, we're just telling you that you're going to send your message out there. No matter how much value you have packaged, there are people who don't pay attention. They don't pay attention. They don't pay attention. I mean, think about watching your a YouTube video, and that video pops out, or that ad pops out. You just click skip ad. Fell on the path. This guy is trying to reach you by all means with their product or service. Using, they know they'll find you on YouTube, they'll find you on Facebook, they'll find you on LinkedIn, they'll find you here, and they try to insert this ad. But what do you do about the ad? You skip. Or you even have your YouTube premium and all that, the ads, they don't even show at all. So this the value, the person with the value is trying to reach out to you, but they can't get hold of you. Same as that same advertiser is not getting hold of you with their ad. It's the same with you. You take your product, whether you send in emails. I mean, think about the sales calls that you get, and someone just phones you, and what happens? And you just take the call, and it's a sales call, and you just drop it. It fell on the path. You don't even want to listen to the message. And it's okay. Don't take it personally. That is just how it is. There are many people out there that don't want to listen to you, and that's fine. They don't want to hear about your product, and that's okay. They don't want to know about your service. Oh, I am the best IT guy in town. They don't care. I am the best. They don't want to listen to you. They are not your clients. Leave them alone. Don't take it personally. It's like no one will accuse you for skipping an ad or doing things. So you must know that in order to be successful in the market, there are people who would outright reject your message. They would outright reject. I mean, you're trying to get a business meeting, and you phone in and you're talking, and no one is responding to your email. Every day you wake up in the morning, you open your computer, and you said, I sent this number of emails. They haven't even read it. They've just clicked junk. Everything that comes from your email address, it just goes to junk mail. That's just the way it is. What do? Pack your bags and go home, and then say, oh, business doesn't work for me, or this doesn't work for me. I mean, I'll tell you, in my other line of work, which is research and all consulting, strategy consulting. I mean, when I started, back in 2012, I had to send out multiple proposals, and I will write a proposal. Sometimes you don't even hear back. Sometimes they just send a reply and tell you, oh, we sorry, you've not been selected for this work, and it's okay. You don't have to be selected. That's just how it is. But the question is, because you were not selected for one, does it mean that you don't have value? Does it mean that you don't have a seed in you? No. That's just the wrong soil. That's just the wrong client. That's just the wrong door. So move ahead. And what does the next thing say? So number three, you would have people who would outrightly reject your message. The next one said, the seed, where did they fall on? They fell on shallow ground. Shallow. There are people who, think about a phone conversation and you're telling them about this new innovation. I have just come out with this new concept, and this is how it adds value to your company. Maybe it's an IT solution. Everyone is going digital this way. I've developed this software. This is what it does. It does this, and they are listening, and you are excited. I'm about to kill this sale, and this is what it does. This is how it does. It brings you more efficiency. It gives you more time. It helps you to succeed, and people are listening to you, and you are excited. And by the time you drop the sales call and you go back home and you are waiting for the big sale, and no reply. You send follow-up emails, no reply. You send this. It says, this is, you can even send them, oh, do you mind me sending you my follow-up brochure? Yes, please. Do you mind me doing this and that? Yes, please. They are answering yes to you, but that yes, they don't mean it. They don't want to buy business. They don't want to buy your product. They don't want to use your service, but they're just trying to be nice to you. There are lots of people out there who just want to be nice to you. They are not really interested in what you sell, but they have this sympathy. And the writer says it fell on shallow ground. It's not deep. Your message won't go far. Your message will not impact them. They've already built this wall. They don't want it, but they just want to be nice. There are people like that. They'll call it time wasters, call it whatever, but that is what the marketplace is. You want to be successful. You're going to meet many and many of these. Oh, they organize nice meetings. You can have tea, you can have coffee, you can go out there and do whatever you really want to do with them. But the truth of the matter is they have no intention to do business with you. So you must be able to, number one, at this point, know that there are people who would listen to you, but they don't want to do business with you. And the author talks about the third category. He says, this one's, it's thorny bushes. We live in a real world. People have issues. People have issues. Sometimes I remember once I was driving and this lady, she reversed into me and just hit me. And when I got out of my car and I was like, why did you do that? She just burst into cries, and then I hugged her, and then we started talking, and she started explaining real life issues. She was not where she was on the wheels, but her mind was everywhere else because of the things she was going through. So sometimes you're selling a solution, you're selling a business to some people, and you're telling them, oh, I've got this solution for your website, or I have written the best book in town. It can help you in personal development. My book can help you do this and that. Or I am selling this winter product or summer products or these things back to school, whatever it is. And people are listening to you, but they are not there. They just have other business priorities. They just have other things that will choke your message. They just have too much on their plate, and you must not take it personally. You don't get angry with someone because they're listening to you, but they have their own issues, and your business doesn't make any priority to them. But I am taking you to point number 5, the important one, and that is talking about the fourth type of soil. And what did it say? It says, some of the seeds fell on fertile ground. So if you want to succeed unlimited in business, number one, you must have seed. Number two, you must know that you're going to come across unproductive soils, because all the other two categories, whether it's the path, whether it's the thorny bush, whether it's the shallow one, those are unproductive categories. Those are different areas. You will come across them in business. So, but the last part of it is that you are going to meet people who need you. People who badly need your product, people who have been waiting for your solution, people who have been waiting to read your book, people who have been waiting to read your blog, who have been waiting to wear your products. Maybe you're making shoes, you're making clothes, you're making handbags, whatever business you are in, you are the best cleaner in town. You're going to meet those. And that is what the author says in the good book. Some of the seed fell on fertile ground. This is your chance now to start adding real value to the market. And this is when you add value to the market, people reward you. The market rewards you. And what did it say? Success starts coming. It says you will bear fruit. Some would be 30%, talk about 30% profit. I mean, look at margins of profit, whether you look at retail, whether you look at services, whether you look at IT. The 30% is average. I mean, some businesses make 5%, some make 10%, some make 15%, some make 20%, 30% is huge. But the author says you will be in a position whereby you make 30% profit, you make 60% profit, and you make unlimited success. And that is where you start scaling your business, where you know that now I have met the right customers, people who need my product. So if you want to succeed in business, you must know that there will be many rejections. If you're scared of taking no for an answer, if you're scared of people don't like me, or people don't take it personal. Some people they have their own issues. Some people will not want their product. I mean, your message will go to the wrong place. I mean, remember some of those promotional products you walk, whether it's in the malls or you go to events, and people keep giving you, whether it's their brochures, their promotional products and things. Some of those you trash them right in your hotel room before you even get back home. You don't even look at them. Some of your seeds fell on path. I mean, these guys have paid their flights. They've come to an international event, and they have their brochures. They have samples of their products, and they're wishing someone it's going to look at it, and someone it's going to give them that phone call. They'll slip those business cards. I mean, sometimes when you go to events, maybe a 1 week long convention or something like that, if you begin to collect business cards, you have a pile of those cards. I mean, how many of those cards do you call back? You would realize that you don't even have time to look at those. Some of the seeds fell on the path. Some of the seeds. So as you wind down watching this video today, I hope I made sense to you. I hope you go out there every day more determined to make success, more determined to find and multiply your fertile ground. There is a fertile ground for each and every one of us. There is that consumer out there who wants to buy from you. There is that person out there who wants your book, your service, who wants your story. There is that person out there who wants your product, whatever it is you are selling. But the question is, are you going to prepare yourself, have your seed? Are you going to have the resilience to go through the different soils and all that to get to that? So if you were joining us for the first time, please subscribe to our channel. And when we make other common sense videos that can help you take your business from one level to another, you will be number one to know. In other videos, I am going to be sharing with you different details, how I have overcome rejections in different areas, and give you practical tools. And if you want more resources, check the descriptions in the link. Reach out to me on any platform if you need any specific advice in this area, please reach out to us. If you also want to join our learning community, check out some of the events that we have on Zoom and all that as we grow and succeed. Success in business, you've got to be intentional. You've got to go out there every day motivated to sow seeds. Thank you again for joining me this day. I hope I added some value to you. I hope you're going to go out there and sow seeds and add value to people's lives and be rewarded, because the market rewards you when you truly add value to people's lives. I mean, just think about how many iPhones are sold today. Think about how many cars people buy today, because people see the value in these products. See, I mean, there's just countless products that you see, millions and millions and millions of them being sold. There's over 8 billion people in the world with lots and lots of different kinds of problems. So find where your value can be added in the marketplace and go out every day, deliberate to add value to someone's life, and you would have what? Unlimited success. Until next time, be good.